You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the October 22nd, 2024 meeting of the Michigan City Waterworks Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Call this meeting of the Water Board to order. Today is Tuesday, October 22nd. First item of business is approval of the minutes from the board meeting of October 8th.
I'll make a motion to approve the approval of the minutes of the previous board meeting that was held October 8th, 2024.
Second.
Motion and second, we approve the minutes from the board meeting of October 8th. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Purchase orders.
All right, I have hold 2 purchase orders today. The first is to Utility Supply. This is pit lids for stock for $1,950. And the second one is to High Star Traffic. This is street paint repairs for that US 20 and Hitchcock project. Since we cut up the highway, we have to get the paint back where it belongs for the traffic control for $1,863.80.
I'll make a motion to accept the list of purchase orders dated 10/22/24 in the amount of $3,813.80.
I'll second the motion.
There's a motion and second that we approve the purchase orders as of October 22nd. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the list of claims dated October 22nd, 2024.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. We approve the claims as of October 22nd. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Financial statement. Chris?
We'll just run through our cash flow on page 2 real quick. Our total receipts were $786,746. We did not take any bad debt recoveries in for September. Our disbursements totaled $681,825, not counting our transfers. We purchased inventory items in the amount of $69,980, and capital expenditures were $120,521. Our ending balance for the month was $153,989 in our operating account. We go to page 3. All of our operating revenues were above forecast and above prior year. Our other revenue line contains a check for Cincinnati Insurance for our roof damage from the hail, so that brought that way up high. And our net income for the month with that big check in there is $297,439. And our year-to-date net income is $77,156. On page 4, our materials and supplies lines a little over forecast. We had a bulk phosphate purchase in there, and our contracted services is over forecast due to excavator rental and H&G for boring for Mayfield Drive. Other than that, the rest of the lines are below forecast. And then I just want to point out on page 6, on the top section, I updated the bond payment that's going to be due on March 1st of 2025 in the amount of $674,750. So unless there's any questions, that's all I've got.
We need a motion to approve it.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the financial statement for the period ending September 30th, 2024.
I'll second it.
The motion and second, do we approve the financial statements ending September 30th, 2024 as presented? Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Old business.
Under old business, I do have one item. In your packets, there's a representation agreement between Bose Public Affairs Group and the City of Michigan City, Indiana Department of Water Works. And this agreement is related to the PFAS or forever chemicals attempts at getting some sort of legislation passed downstate. This is to help protect us from lawsuits. We're very fortunate. Lake Michigan has extremely low levels. All of the testing has been just above the limit that the tests can even read. And our treatment facility already has the type of filters that remove these chemicals. So we're in really good shape as far as the utility is concerned. However, there is concern that utilities, including ours, could be targeted for lawsuits, etc., because these chemicals are out there. Just like you see on the TV commercials with other commercials for like mesothelioma, those types of ads. I mean, they're real. People are sick from things like that, and we're trying to get ahead of it because we didn't put these chemicals in the water, and we're just charged with removing them from the water. There was litigation that was worked out, and there were some settlements that occurred with the manufacturers of these chemicals. We've opted out of all those because we wouldn't get anything out of it because we don't have a problem. If we had a problem, we could possibly have gotten some financial relief. Plus, if we had stayed in those settlements and we'd taken anything on those settlements or even not gotten anything on those settlements, part of the language of those settlements would also indemnify the manufacturers of these chemicals, and we don't know what the future holds. So since we wouldn't gain anything, we decided not to participate in those settlements. So where we're at right now is Bose Public Affairs Group has been working with Indiana legislature. The Indiana Section AWWA is working on it as well to try and work out agreements to get our legislators downstate to do some things to help protect water and wastewater utilities from a chemical that we didn't add to the water, that we didn't make, we didn't create this problem, we're just stuck cleaning it up. So
Lobbyists.
so these are basically the lobbyists working on our behalf. We're one of many utilities in this group with this Bose Public Affairs Group on this project. And so this is just a renewal of the process. It's a total of $5,000 for the calendar year, paid out in $416 payments per month. They got some movement last year, but there were some other pieces of legislation that could have muddied the water, so they knew that they had to get back in with the legislators again this year. I think it's a good thing for us as utility to support, to help make sure that in the future we don't end up on the wrong end of, for lack of a better term, a frivolous lawsuit.
You didn't think it'll be wrapped up at the end of this year?
I hope so. I think so. They have key legislators that they're working with, and the big thing is trying to make sure that the indemnification for water and wastewater utilities, and this only would be indemnification for not discovering a problem and then you try to fix it. If you discover you have a problem and you don't do anything to fix it, then you don't qualify for indemnification type thing, so. It's what they're working on. Of course, I can't go into a ton of details. It is legal legislation that they're working on. But that's the basic gist of it, is to try and keep us from being the target of frivolous lawsuit.
There are a lot of other utilities that are part of this agreement too, or?
I think there's about 10 to 15 in this agreement.
Okay.
And then, like I said, the Indiana Section AWWA is also working on it. So it's being attacked from a multi-pronged approach.
And they're all represented by Bose.
As far as the group of utilities, yes.
Okay.
And then the Indiana Section AWWA is as the drinking water professional organization. We have a group that focuses on public affairs, and that group has been meeting, and I'm actually on that committee too. And so we've been discussing this.
So your recommendation?
My recommendation is that we would go ahead and renew this agreement for another year.
I'm good with it.
Yep,
Fine.
oh, fine, very good.
Someone like to make a motion to that effect?
I sure will. I make a motion to allow the representation agreement between Bose Public Affairs and the City of Michigan City Water Department. Is that okay?
Good.
For 1 year, I believe it is, 1 year?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a motion and a second that we renew our representation agreement with Bose Public Affairs Group for additional year. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Is there a second?
I
She
second.
said.
Excellent, thank you. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Any additional discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you, Beth. I
Motion
didn't hear
carried.
you.
Thank you.
Any other new business?
I don't have any new business right now, or old business anymore.
All right. Any public comment? Any director's comments?
Thanks for all your hard work.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. I
Or adjourn.
apologize, Beth. I did not hear you.